CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. And in today's video, guys, my headphones are falling off my head. So we went back in yesterday. We're going to go over our finale of Warships. And I know we made kind of that video yesterday and it was all doom and gloom. But today's the opposite. It was amazing. So I know the season's over by the time I'm posting this, but you guys haven't really appreciated if you throw that code chicken into the shop. And I guess we'll put a grenadier in the bunker because why not? Does help support the channel. We got any good offers? Nothing really right now. Too crazy going on, but if you got a reappearance training, I appreciate that. And yeah, we're going into the off week of Warships, so we'll have the sneak peeks and all that stuff next weekend at some point. But here it is, guys. So we finished at 2282. That should be a lock for 500. I don't know what it's at right now, but it could get beaten. It could get beaten, but I kind of doubt it's going to move. It'd have to move 40 stars in 17 hours, which seems like a bit of a stretch. So, yeah. So I was pretty happy with how that turned out, especially after going back in and having it suck so badly. We'll do a little review on the season 2 in today's video, but basically what I did, guys, was we got the sniper towers, got the extra bunker, but really the key to everything was this girl over here, the Muka. The Muka was really, really strong because she stood so far back and she would allow you to take out like key buildings early, which was really helpful. And you could also flare her onto one of these last two engines, whatever your lasers are not shooting, which was huge. So that would save like 5 seconds every hit. And that's really what did it for us. So this was, I forget if I had the Muka here, we can go and see. But I feel like as soon as we got our hits down with the Muka, that might have been my first hit with her. We were just off to the races. And let's see if I had her here. No, okay, so that was my first attack with her. Wasn't really sure how to use her, so I won't show that one, but let's go over these last few hits here. So, still doing the same hit for the most part. And I did actually not use defib. I switched it to tiny shot. Because I tried to save 100% of my GBE just simply for speed serums. So you can see we got the Muka in, and the thing is she's a bit slow. Like she kind of trails in behind, but look at how far she can shoot. Like, and she has the range like of a bombardier almost. So the laser's going up this way, and then the Muka coming in at the end there. Now, if I was paying attention, I wouldn't have had to. I should have flared left, and then Muka flared on that engine instead of the Super Warrior, but whatever. Yeah, because the Muka didn't really do anything for us in that hit. What is going on here? Did we lose this hit? This attack? Oh no, there's the Muka coming in clutch at the very end. Right. I think I got like a 240 something on that base. It looked like we were going to fizzle there though. This guy fizzled on us, which was crazy. I had 2 Seeker fizzles in the last like 4 hits, which was amazing. We'll see what he did here. So Heavy Chopper, Seeker seemed to be what they were doing for the most part. So he comes in with the Ice Shield and the Seekers, which is interesting. This guy was so close to getting it down. And then he even had the Super Warrior there at the end, but the Grappler coming in clutch, able to pull him off that engine. So that was good. And then we had a 250 time against a 21, which was bittersweet because I only got like 5 or 6 stars for this, which was annoying. So I found doing this, going on the right sometimes, I mean, we got a 250 here, so it definitely helped out. And then throwing the Tiny Shock on the rockets just to keep the lasers alive, especially on the landing. A lot of these landings were super, super hot towards the end. And as you guys saw in yesterday's video, that time I did go in, on that first attack, I got smoked on the landing, which was brutal. So the Muka doing her thing down there, and then lasers coming in hot up here, and then we all kind of come together there towards the end. And there we go. Now, I find I didn't use barrage or artillery really at all. I forget if I unlocked on artillery even, but I wasn't seeing it much. The only time I saw barrage and artillery be useful was for heavy chopper, rocket chopper. And then we got shout out to Mojo Jojojo. And I forget what we do on this attack. Looks like we go from the right side with everybody. And we got the Muka in. So I think I flare into the middle. I found my times were a lot better when I would keep all of the troops together. So I tried not to split if I didn't have to. And I mean, with the Muka, once those bunkers go down, we're pretty much good to flare. I did a really bad job actually controlling the Muka now that I look back at these. I basically just used her as another boat of laser rangers. Like there, I could have split them easily and flared them all on the left side and got an even better time. But, you know, easy to do in hindsight, right? And then our last attack, this guy was a rank 23 when I matched him. And once again, we got a Seeker Fizzle, I think. I believe. So yeah, the quick reflare over there. I could tell this guy was a Seeker player because of his stats. He had rocket launchers not maxed out, and he had that 100 troop health. It's a pretty standard attack. I mean, it went well, but nothing too crazy. And then look at this guy's on defense. Whew. We got smoked enough times this season and had enough really bad luck and the 120 keys. To me, it felt like the perfect way to finish was on a Seeker Fizzle. You know, being part of the uncompensated groups of players. That definitely felt good. To get a little bit of luck on that last one right when we needed it. So, yeah, that was awesome. And I gotta say, guys, honestly, this season I really like the tech tree. Like, it's such a shame that they had that 120 key disaster that ruined the season for a lot of us. Because think about how much higher we could have gotten if we still made the 500 without those keys. But, you know, I'm glad things turned out the way that they did, and it wasn't a total write-off for the season, because that would have sucked. But I liked how the tree was laid out. I felt like this season did a really good job of balancing and allowing for different troop varieties. If you wanted to play Seekers, you could. If you wanted to do lasers, you could. Heavy Chopper, Rocket Chopper was in the mix. We did Heavy Chopper Rush for a little bit. The attacks were a bit boring up until like 5 ERs or so. I will say that. Like we did Heavy Rush for a long time. But overall, I felt like it was good. It wasn't about just unlocking all the defense. It wasn't about... it wasn't even really about... Like, when we saw this stuff at the end of the tech tree initially, like, it wasn't even really about getting there first. I guess that was the only downside this season. It was, like... But I think that was more to do with 120 keys, just that you had to have everything. Like, you couldn't really compete towards the end, you know, a few days in advance or anything like that. It had to be... You needed basically the whole tech tree to have a chance. So that would be the one downside, I would say. But overall, I like the flow of the season. Again, it's a shame about what happened, but you know, you got to make the best of it. When life gives you lemons, you got to make lemonade sometimes, right? So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know how you made out on the season and where you finished and what you thought about it. All that stuff. Let me know down below, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Catch you next one. Chicken out, back.